All right, guys, happy Monday, June 10th, coming to you. Feeling really good, feeling really excited, and I got a lot of stuff to talk to you guys about. And I just want to say this. It has been really, really incredible, to watch how much visibility some of you have created over the last couple of weeks. I'm seeing you, you're on my feed, you're popping up on my algorithm. So it's really, really good to see. So excited about today. I got some things I want to talk about, but there's some things I want to provoke. What I mean by that is that's my responsibility to always provoke thought. And listen, if you don't have someone in your corner that is constantly pushing you and not settling for mediocrity, then you don't have the right people in your corner. I'm always going to be the person that's going to push you. I'm always going to be the person that sees more for you. And I'm always going to be the one that has tough conversations with you. If you don't like it, that's on you. That's on you. So if you're going to be in this world, accept that there's going to be tough conversations, but I promise you, everything that I do for you and will do for you in this game will be rooted in love. And we're going to come back to that in a couple minutes. Now, I'm going to have somebody bring us out on the field on this beautiful, amazing Monday morning. Actually, it's going to be Antonio. Antonio, big dog, welcome officially to the team. Great to see you. Thanks for being on. Here's how this works, Antonio. You got to imagine you're in the tunnel. You're ready to go out into the field for game day on a Sunday or whatever correlation you make. Like, what's the message that people need to hear on this beautiful morning, big dog? Hit them with it. Happy to see you. Thanks for being on. Let's go.
Oh, thank you, Elias. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be a part of the team. And my message, I guess, for the team would just to be, this week, start off the Monday as positive as possible. Being here on this meeting is definitely one of those things to get you started. I'm trying to knock down all my tasks. I have all these tasks that are in Follow Up Boss. So I've been trying to knock out my tasks, trying to get those done. And Saturday I did an open house, so that was cool. Got to meet some clients. Actually picked up one prospect, so that was awesome. Then today I plan on doing maybe 2 to 3 reels, getting those on Instagram, and try to get as much exposure as I can.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it, my man. Officially, congratulations. Welcome to the team, and let's get rolling. Before I get rolling, I want to say hello to Ashley. Ashley, I know it's been a challenging last couple of weeks. Hopefully you are feeling at least somewhat better. You look good. Hopefully you have your voice back, but I've missed you. I'm glad that you're here.
Thank you. Yes, it was a rough couple weeks for sure. As you can tell, my voice is still hanging in there, but it's coming back little by little, and I am looking forward to getting back and to my normal regular routine.
Well, we missed you. We missed your contribution. So thanks for being here. Here's what I want to start off with. I know that you guys come into coaching. Sometimes we understand that it's the routine, it's the monotonous, but I also understand that it instills discipline and it instills accountability. But I want you to also look back at your skill set. If you have been coming to coaching for some time, you have to look at this as like a graph. And what I mean by that, let's just say the lowest skill level is here and the master of the skill level is here. And let's say right where somewhere in the middle is where you come to training and where you come to coaching. Well, if you just came to one coaching, you would feel that spike and you would feel, okay, that was good or whatever you feel about that. But then your skill level just stays flat. Well, if you continue to come to coaching, what's happening is that you're getting closer and closer to mastery of whatever that is. Mastery of your emotions, mastery of your mindset, mastery of your routine. But I think most importantly is it's the master of the discipline, right? If you can consistently come to these sessions and you have the discipline to apply the things that you're learning, the techniques, then when you look back like, wow, I've actually grown quite a bit. So I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for you guys being here, for showing up, being present, and being in these moments with me. Because I promise you guys, it means the world to me because I absolutely love you. Once again, I'm going to keep saying that because I'm going to bring this full circle in just a couple minutes. But let's do this, you guys. Monday is all about moving the needle, all about the things that are going to move your business forward this week. And so I have some questions for you. You might want to write these down. If you are driving, you may want to come back to this. And if you're seeing this in the future, this is going to be a quick writing exercise. So I have 5 questions for you guys, and I'm going to keep it very, very simple for you. As we start off the session today, I want to ask you guys, what am I doing that's working that I need to continue right now in my business? Is it my daily stories? Is it my door knocking? Is it my weekly reels? Is it my open houses? Is it the way that I capture leads from an open house? Like, what are you doing right now for lead generation that is truly, truly working that you need to continue? That's question number one. Question number two, what am I doing that I should stop? Right? What am I doing that I should stop? Are you spending some money on something that's not really giving you any type of return? Somebody sold you on the dream that if you paid X amount of money every single month, you were going to get X amount of leads, and it's not really paying off for you, but you're still spending the money. What am I doing that I should stop? You guys with me so far? All right, cool. Let's keep cruising. Number three, what am I doing that I need to increase or do more of? What am I doing that I need to increase? If you guys are really winning at open houses, maybe that's something that you need to increase. If you're having a lot of traction, knocking on 100 doors every single week, perhaps you should knock on 150. What am I doing that I need to increase or do more of? Fourth question, what am I doing that I need to improve the quality? Right? What am I doing for lead generation that I need to improve the quality? Not the quality of the lead, the quality of the presentation, right? What am I doing for lead generation that I need to improve the quality? Is it my door knocking? Is it my video content? And when I look at this and I analyze this, how can I get better? How can I make a better hook? Is there a call to action? Do I get to the point in a very short amount of time? Is there some consistency in that? Right? When I actually knock on someone's door, is there a quality with the way I open up my conversation? Am I building instant rapport? Am I making people smile? Am I making people feel comfortable? Right? If there was something that I need to improve the quality on, what would that be? Is it my ability to follow up, quickly? Is it my ability to use follow-up boss as a true tool, not as an automation tool? Am I using it to personalize my message as I'm communicating with my consumers? So what is it that I'm doing right now in lead generation that I need to increase the quality of, not the quantity, the quality of? And then last one, what am I not doing that I need to add or start? What am I not doing right now that I need to add or start to my flow for lead generation, right? And we'll talk about these in a moment, and I'm gonna share something else with you guys. But I wanted to hit you with those first 5 questions. I wanted to get the thoughts rolling because this should be a really, really good glimpse into, okay, what's working for me? I like doing these things. I'm doing this. I could probably increase the quality of this, or if there's something that I would like to add, whether it's your social media, whether it's the door knocking, whether it's the open house, whatever it is. So I'd like a couple people, if you could, share with me. If you have something, or whether it's one of the questions you want to answer or all 5 of the questions that you want to answer, I need a couple of people to get involved in this conversation with me this morning. Who wants to grab the mic first and foremost and start this thing off? And if not, I'm just going to call on a couple of people. Hopefully you have some work done already. So I have Jessica, Erica, and Darnell. Darnell's in the queue. Is that your baby in front of you? Is that what I see there? Oh, is it the guitar?
One of them, yeah.
That's right, Big Dog. That's right. All right, we're going to go Jessica, Erica, Darnell, Otis, and then Otis, you'll be the 4th. I want you to pass the mic to somebody on the call. That's how we're going to roll. All right, Jessica Segura Hernandez, let's hear from you. Are you answering 1, 5? How many?
Good morning. So I'll answer number 1. What am I doing that's working that I need to continue in my business? So I hosted an open house yesterday, and it wasn't where I typically host. I hosted in Hayward, and, I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, like that's kind of far, there's a lot of traffic going over there, but whatever, it's a new market. I'm just going to go. And surprisingly, it went well. It was so amazing. I captured about 14 leads yesterday, and no one had a realtor. It was the first weekend of the open house, and it was just great. So saying yes to more opportunities, and also posting on social media. I posted 5 videos last week, and I realized, I actually missed recording videos and posting on social media. And I got a lead from that. So, just continuing posting on social media. So open houses and social media.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. So she answered the question very clearly. What am I doing that's working that I need to continue? I take it you'll probably do another open house in the Hayward market.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, all right, good. I love this. I love this. Let's go, Erica. Erica, are you answering 1, 5, 3? Go ahead.
I have one.
Go.
I'm going to answer, what am I doing that I need to improve the quality of? And I said my elevator pitch because it's kind of like a first impression. And I get really nervous talking to people, especially people that I just meet. But I need to really break out of that because that's the business, you know? But I need to work on my elevator pitch. So that's going to be my new thing.
All right, who's going to challenge her? Does it have to be me? Because I'm not the only one thinking it. Am I the only one thinking it?
No, we're not going to do that.
Let's hear it.
Let's go. This is not group. We're just sitting back. This is group coaching. So let's go.
Okay, I'd be like,
All right, put your notes down really quick. Put your notes down. Close your foot. Let's shake this out.
I can't
Shoulders
do
back,
this.
Shoulders back, chin up, head up. All right. You're telling me why the heck I should work with you. Let's go.
I'd be like, hey, do you know anybody that? No. I'd be like, hey, I speak Mandarin. Do you need a home in the East Bay?
I only speak English, but thanks.
I can't do this. I'm on the spot.
Okay, Erica, here's what I'm going to do. I want you to collect your thoughts. I'm not going to end this call without you coming back to this.
All right.
Can we all give her some
working.
light, some positive energy? Give her a couple minutes to get her bearings, but I'm not letting you off the hook this morning. You know why? Because I fucking love you and I care about you.
Sounds good. I'll be working on that.
All right, so just say we'll give you a couple minutes to gather your thoughts, and by the end of this call, we're going to hold her accountable, right? All right, Erica, because I believe this I haven't spent much time with you, but your light, your energy, the way that you approach this market with a positive mindset, doing the research, having the team behind you, the fact that you're a mom and you run a very successful household puts you in a perfect position to be able to help you, Mr. Consumer. So I'm so glad that we met. You don't need to go speak to other realtors today at other open houses. You found your gal. Like, that's the spirit I get from you. So let's run it back. I'll come back to you in a couple minutes. I'm not letting you off the hook, but Erica, you are ready for this. You are made for this. And so is that dog. Let's go, Otis, and then Michael. He's on deck. Oh, no, it's Darnell. Excuse me. Then Otis, then Michael. Let's go, Darnell.
All right. So what's working for me right now? Open houses, buyer's consult, and content. I've been getting a lot of good feedback on my content lately. And I upped the ante and did 4 open houses this weekend. So I did 2 each day, Saturday and Sunday. And that turned it up. So I'm really excited about that. And I got that from Sierra, actually, who I think got it from Kelly. So shout out Kelly. But what am I doing that I should stop? I should stop waiting to call. So I usually wait a day after the open house, or maybe even a couple hours after the open house, to send a text or reach out and follow up. Sierra calls them like damn near before they get out the door. You know what I mean? Like, she's on it. So I'm going to stop waiting to call. What am I doing that I need to increase? I want to do more open houses. I want to do more follow-up and targeted calls. So calling people or door knocking in areas that I know a house just sold over, asking, and then having that congratulations talk, like things like that, more targeted. And what am I doing? I need to improve the quality of. I need to continue working on my presentations. I like my buyer's consult flow. I like how it's going, but I know I can improve, and I definitely need to work on the listing presentation. I think I can improve on social media and my ability to use Follow Up Boss as a tool, like you said, and not just automate it. And what am I doing that I need to add to my flow? More personalized newsletters. I think that'll be a killer for me.
God, I absolutely love this. In regards to your social, man, that video that you did about Antioch, and if you're purchasing a home in Antioch, here's what you need to know. What's great about that video, and this is context for everybody on the call, it's specific to a market that if someone sees that, oh, I'm a buyer in Antioch, I need to watch this. So if he gets a lead from that video, that means that lead is interested in that market. And so what it does is it puts them further down the funnel, right? People that reach out to a video about that's specific about an area, you already are identifying what their needs are, and they've reached out to you because they feel like you're an expert on that subject matter. So really good stuff.
Thank you, man. I actually did that because I have specific clients looking in Antioch. So it was just kind of an overshot of information for all of them.
Yeah, and here's what's great about that. When your buyer, if they follow you on social, sees that, they'll be like, wow, look at him. He's really going above and beyond. So I absolutely love that. I love the detail in it. I can't wait to have our coaching session this week to go through your buyer's consultation. So good stuff, Darnell. Great contribution. Let's go, Otis, and then Michael Swanson will be you. And then Michael, you'll pass it to one more person. Let's go, Otis.
I really do like that, Darnell, by the way, how you're doing that. It's kind of like the format that I was talking about doing, like storytelling, but also information all in it. Yep. So I really like that. Those videos were really dope. For me, what am I doing right now with lead generation that's working? Obviously taking on a shit ton of leads. I'm really doing really good at taking that, not letting it break me, and doing really good at delegating it to other people, facilitating it and putting up a system that I think is not only fair to the partner that I'm working with, but it also gives them the ability to work harder to get some more. So just like incentivizing and stuff, so it keeps us all on level. What am I doing that I should stop? Giving too much leeway with it, because at the end of the day, it is my client, it is my database, it is my thing. So I have to stop being so lackadaisical on it and giving them so much freedom on it, because I feel like I've been giving a lot of people freedom on just like not following up, not doing certain things that they should, which isn't really the hardest part, because if we can't do these things in the beginning, it's going to be harder to do the opposite stuff, like writing the contracts, working with multiple people. So I need to stop just being so soft, I guess, in a minute. I need to kind of be a warden a little bit and set my foot down a little bit more like that, just so we could be moving faster, putting people up the chain. I'm not saying we have to be closing them, but we have to at least be getting them pre-approved, working up the chain. What am I doing that I need to increase? I think just keep doing what I'm doing, but adding more videos. Like I said, I was going to be doing 6. I'm averaging around like 3 to 4. So just kind of like doubling up on that, because we have found a lot of success. And the only reason why I haven't been coming up is because the sports network is going so crazy that we found out how to really make stuff go viral. So now it's about the next chapter, which is building up TBA, obviously real estate. I need the clients to see it, put my face out there more. So I need to definitely increase that. And what am I doing for lead generation? That kind of goes hand in hand, because more put myself out there on camera, like putting these videos out there, and more so like kind of how Darnell's doing, where it's like, I don't want to be, no offense, I don't want to be like everybody else and just throwing you out like super hella informational. It's got to be more comfortableness of who I am, you know, what I can do for you. That way you want to work with me instead of just being another realtor talking about information. And then what was it? Lastly, what I could do to add or sharpen up my flow, I think just be a little bit more relaxed. I've been going through so much stuff. It's kind of like showing a little ways if people really know me and stuff like that. So just taking a break, maybe taking a little vacay for a couple of days to relax. I think I really need to recharge my batteries, because I really know that I can definitely hit that 75K for the rest of the year with the seller program, and then it being the summer right now. So that's my goal. So yeah, those are my 5 right there.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love this. And here's the thing. Whether or not you have an abundance of external videos, and when I say external, I mean for social media, that's one thing. But you also need to really evaluate your internal use of video. Meaning, as soon as Darnell is done with an open house, how long after does that person get a video from him? Once they're in his database, at what stage are they getting a video? Hey, Tom, hey, listen, I know that we just spoke on Sunday. It's Wednesday morning. I saw this property. The link is down below. I thought it was ideal for you guys. I'm setting up my tours for Saturday as well as for Friday. Let me know what day you want to see it. I just want to say hello. Super excited about this property. Right? Like that's an internal video. So, and we focus heavily on your external videos and creating visibility, and that is equally as important. But I want you to start to unpack your use of internal videos to all of your communication to your to your consumers, because that's what's going to separate you. Because if I got a video for Darnell that sounded like that versus, hey guys, here's a quick market update, and they lose me in the first sentence, I'm going to call Darnell because it's more human, it's more personal. So evaluate your external videos, but also start to unpack how many internal videos you're sending your consumers. Because I promise you this, they like the videos because it's easy for them to digest. We're all go. But if they can look at your video really quick when they're in the elevator, when they're taking a shit, when they're at a stoplight, that video is going to hit for them. So love this, Darnell. Love this, Otis. Let's go to Michael Swanson. Michael Swanson, you'll pass the mic to somebody else after. Let's go.
All right. So couple things that I think actually things that I think I've been doing that's been working, and also that I need to improve the quality of are my social media content and my open houses. With open houses, I felt like for a long time I was just hella fucking lazy with them. I would get there like 45 minutes before the open house, put the signs out, put the sign up sheet in, and then expect people to come and expect people to be present. And so for the last few open houses, I've been door knocking. I've been doing like Facebook ads to get people there, and it seemed like it's been a lot better. I've gotten at least 5 leads out of my last 3 open houses. So I guess I have already started working on improving on it, but just being consistent with that improvement. And then with social media, like I hate social media, but I love it too because it can kill your passion, it can kill your motivation, but it can also bring it up. You can get a video with like 4,000 views and 300 likes, and then your next video can get like 800 views. And so I think just improving the quality of that, the home tour videos that I do, and things like that. I've been editing the last few videos I've done. I've edited myself, and so I'm just working on that and just honing down on the quality. And then something I think I can add to my flow is how I follow up with my social media leads, because I have a lot of people that hop in my DM and I feel like they kind of get just lost in the bunch because I don't figure out how to follow up with them. And then a monthly newsletter. I actually reached out to Rachel, one of the VAs, to build me out a monthly newsletter, but I want to add that to my flow as well, just to stay top of mind to the people that I am meeting and getting the information of.
I love it. I love it, Michael. The best thing that you can do, my best advice for you, is move those leads off of Instagram, move them off of Facebook, wherever they're coming from. There's an old saying in the business, from DM to CRM, right? You want to move them from these platforms. Let's say Instagram is down for the day. Let's say TikTok goes away, whatever happens, right? We want to move those people outside of our social media platforms and put them in our newsletter and put them in our CRM. That way we can use the CRM effectively, because then what happens if people are responding, they're liking, like, gosh darn it, who was that person? We're trying to find them. It's unorganized, it's clunky. So just like you would any other lead source, that follow-up game follows the same exact cadence. And then what you do is you tag them in Follow-Up Boss. And then every quarter, you can do a quick search and be like, how many leads have I actually put in my database from social media? Now, how many leads am I actively showing? How many leads have I closed? Now I could get a good idea of my ROI on the thing that I really didn't like doing, but damn, I made $30,000 off those leads. I like it again. So I'm starting to like it again, right? So great stuff, Michael. And hey, man, I love the videos. Love how you're showing up. Let's have you pass the mic to one person, and we're going to shift gears.
All right, let's see, man, because the 2 people I was going to pass it to turned their cameras off. So let's go with my boy, Patrick.
Let's go, Patrick.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning.
All right, Patrick. So he's passing the mic to you. What am I doing that works, that is working, that I need to continue? What am I doing that I should stop? What am I doing that I need to increase or do more of? What am I doing that I need to improve the quality of? Or what am I not doing that I need to start or add? It's on you, bro, whether you want to answer one or all.
Gotcha. So one thing that I've been doing that I found, or not been doing, but since last week or 2 weeks ago, I did this video about condos, and I had a very committed, I guess, comment on it. It wasn't like, oh, you should buy this, or I'm thinking about blah. I said, nah. I said it before, I say it again. Now's the time to buy condos. And I got so much hate from my comments. Like, there's so many people like, oh, who wants to live in San Francisco, blah, blah, who's this? And at first, like, kind of like what Michael said, it kind of demotivates you to keep going. It's like, oh, people are hating on me. They don't want to see my face, blah, blah. And then the second day, I kind of like, dwelled on it. I was like, no, this is good. No, I love it. Keep them hating, whatever. Because then now I've seen the videos is up to like 15K. And I'm like, okay, all right. So one thing that I noticed, or what I learned, is that the more controversial your statement is, people like that shit. You just got to get over that bubble. And what I need to stop, I guess, is I need to stop procrastinating on my follow-ups. I get lost within my day, especially after doing like 5-6 showings. It's like, oh, I don't need to do this. I don't need to, like, I need to stop that. I need to just be concrete with my schedule, my time blocks, and follow up on them as soon as I get done with my showings. Put the notes up in there, make sure they're handled correctly. What I need to do more follow-ups, I'm not gonna I just found out there was a leaderboard in the follow-up thing, and I'm a competitive guy. I'm also a gamer, so seeing the scores and the numbers out there, that motivated me. I'm like, all right, yo, I see Blessing hitting up like 60 emails, 20 calls or whatever. I'm just like, all right, no, I'm not gonna get beaten by that. I can do that too. And quality wise, I think I'm working that, with everyone on my team, with this coaching, quality of my sales, quality of the way I talk, slowing it down and all that stuff, and thinking before I talk. That's what I need to kind of improve on. So yeah.
Man, I absolutely love this. Good stuff. And I'm glad that you're looking at it as a competition, because it should be. Jessica was calling me the other day asking me where her stats are. I got to give you official stats, but it's good to have some healthy competition, because here's the thing, you guys, I want different people. Every single Hustler's Lunch, I want a different crop of people. Now that's on you guys. Sierra's run it 2 times in a row. Hugo's run it 2 times in a row. Joella went to her first one. So I'm seeing new faces there, you guys. So Hustler's Lunch is a great opportunity for you guys. The way that you achieve it is by posting your stats in the home tracker. And Judith, if you can, throw the home tracker in the chat below just so they have it. You guys should be tracking your numbers every single week, so you can give yourself glory, you can give yourself a kick in the ass, and you can have some really tough conversations with yourself if needed. So really love that, Patrick. Good stuff. So let's do this. I'm going to share something with you. I saw an article. I want to share with you my narrative and shed some light and some energy on this article. And the article, in this particular paragraph, it stated that the market does not care what you don't like. And I want you guys to listen to this, and I want this to resonate. You don't like shooting videos? Well, buyers and sellers don't care. They will just find your competitors via video that they drop, since 82% of all internet traffic is expected to be by video by 2025. So you don't like video? Well, then you're not relevant. And I love you. But as the world is growing and as we're changing, if there's not some level of visibility for you as an agent, you're going to miss a huge portion of the population. You don't like hosting open houses? That's cool, because buyers and sellers love them. They will just go to your competitor. If you're thinking about bottom of the funnel, open house is one of the closest ways to get into contract, because those people are actively searching. They have raised their hand. They are showing up. You get to see them. You get to build rapport. You get to bring them into your ecosystem like that. So if you don't like open houses, that's cool, because buyers and sellers love them. They will just go meet your competitors. You don't like circle prospecting, hitting the phones and door knocking, posting on social? Well, the market doesn't care. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. Push past fear and act on strategies that you know will move your needle forward in business. You guys, we know that the market is shifting and changing. All it takes is for you to stay consistent with all of your activities. Go and do all the things that people that are resting on their laurels don't want to do. Be the people that say, you know what, I'm going to show up this week. I'm going to go knock on the door. Sierra, I was talking to her last week. She's like, 200 a week, 200 doors every single week. Like, no matter what, just think about the opportunities that are arising in her business, doing the thing that she said she didn't really like doing, but she's doing it consistently. A few things I want to share with you guys. How many of you, if we were to rank your confidence right now, how you feel about the game, and I want you to be very clear with yourself, be honest, and be vulnerable, and I want you to write yourself a number. And let's say we're scaling this from a 1 to 10. Where would you rank your confidence right now? Where would you rank your confidence about your business, about the quality, about the status, about your skills, about your ability to impact the lives of whoever you come across? Rank your confidence for me really quick, and I'll give you a second to do that, because I want this to be an introspective conversation. All right. So I'm going to put here, I'm going to look here. I get nervous, giggles, it kills me every time. A 7 to 10. Otis said 9.5. Erica says 6. Patrick says 6. I love this. I love this. Shally says 7. Christina Montiel says 5. I'm at the halfway point, 5.5, 6, 5, 9. Okay, I love this. And keep them coming, you guys. I appreciate the contribution at a high level. I watched the video, and I'm actually going to share the video with you, and I'm going to share a clip with you in just a moment. And in the video, it was Dean Gracioso. And he talked about protecting your confidence. And when sales are up and when sales are down, or there's no deals, or you're in a lull in your business, maybe you had a really, really tough quarter. Emotions are attached to the business that we have, and it's really, really hard for us. And I've been there before, because how many of you have felt this emotional roller coaster if the sales weren't coming in? Please raise your hand if you felt an emotional roller coaster. Like, and listen, you're human. That's okay. But what you have to do is you have to remind yourself to protect that confidence. And a lot of us have money and sales that are fluctuating, and it can affect us internally. And at times we become a byproduct of things not going well. Then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy that the sales didn't hit for a month or so, and that now impacts me and impacts my emotions and impacts my confidence, right? It's just like a hitter, right? They can't find their swing. They can't, and then they get into their head. My daughter, she's not here right now, but she had a volleyball game over the weekend, and she was so in her head that she froze. And we had to have a conversation with her. It's like, listen, you've done this in practice, you've done really good, but she got in her head. What we have to do is that we have to protect our confidence, because if we don't protect our confidence, what we do is we begin to spiral. We allow all that negative energy or those emotions or whatever happened with the lack of sales to impact our confidence. Let me be a fucking reminder for everybody on this call. Look at what you've done. Look at how far you've come. Look at all the studying, the training, the lessons, the skills, the ability to get on these calls, the tech that you've learned that you didn't even know what it was, your ability to get on camera, to post on social, to follow up, to be a mom, to be a father, to be an entrepreneur, to run all these things that you're running in your life, and you're going to let that you didn't get into a contract in the last couple of months impact who you are as a human. You need to protect your confidence no matter what. Our company has had bad months. Our company has had bad quarters. Have you ever seen me show up less than excited? No, because I'm going to protect that. So I wanted to share this with you, that if the confidence is wavering based on sales and it's allowing this to go up and down like this, you've been through harder. And I promise you, if you look at your life, you guys, you've been through way harder than just the sale or two that didn't come in. This is just the time that is teaching you a lesson that I need to start to change, fill myself up with new skills, a new approach, and realize that the sales are the oxygen to every business. However, I'm okay. I'm all right. But if it's not where it needs to be, then you need to say, you know what? I don't have the sales and I'm allowing it to affect my confidence, but hold on a second. If I look at my last 30, 45 days, I didn't even do a bunch of work. I didn't knock on the doors. I didn't create no video. I created no visibility for myself. I didn't knock on any door. I didn't do anything, but I'm gonna allow that to create this confidence about myself. No, you guys got to protect that. You got to protect that and say, you know what? I've been through so much harder. I'm going to step up. I'm going to gain the skills. I'm going to gain the courage by coming to events. I'm going to book events. I just booked for 3 events that I'm going to go to this year. Why? Because I go there to protect my own confidence. So I feel good about what I'm doing. So you guys, protect your confidence at all measures. I understand that this business can take its toll on you, but you are the one that's in charge. Blessing, I'm going to go to you really quick, and we'll go to Demian. I wanted to share that thought and that sentiment with you, so let's go, Blessing.
I really, really love the fact that you shared that. One of the things that was discussed, and you guys know I'll share my faith, is the foundation that you're built on will help you in those times of difficulty. So if your confidence is wavering, you, of course, when something doesn't go wrong, you're going to fall apart. But when you have a firm foundation in your ability to actually execute, it changes everything. And sometimes we forget and we get so caught up in life and thinking, woe is me. And now we've believed a lie that has nothing to do with us. But the moment you have a win, and it's always said, you always say, You just have to lead gen. The quickest way to rebuild your confidence or have a different burst of energy in this is to get into contract again and just remind yourself. But it does take that small belief, and you have to pull from somewhere. Whether you're like new to the team, new to the business, whatever it is. I think I was sharing this last week with Cynthia because there wasn't a question about experience. One thing, like if you have to just pull everything back and realize you're on this team. You earned a spot on this team. So if you're ever worried about your credibility or your experience, you're sitting on the #1 team in California. So that means that you have a spot, you are capable. Sit there and let that sink in. And then everything else that you've accomplished. No one can tell me that I'm a bad mom. Like, I kick rocks, that's not my life. Pull your confidence from somewhere else to show up. Like, I cannot tell you how on fire I am right now. So just remember, like, it's gonna be tough, but you have to keep going. And we've already got it in us because we're sitting in this room. That's it.
Let that sink in for a second, guys. I got a little emotional hearing you talk, like literally filled with emotion, because, I'm just going back to my notes. At times we become a byproduct of things not going well. Then it becomes this self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Like, oh my God, oh, my business. And like, that's just the way, that's not the way it is, right? This is just a time that's testing you and pushing you and telling you, you know what? I got to work harder. I got to get new skills. I got to amp up my routines. I got to have more discipline. I got to be more consistent, and I got to protect that confidence. Well, if I'm doing the action, then it's going to lead to me getting more confident. But if I'm letting one L, oh my God, just impact my whole entire business, then you might as well chalk it up and say, you know what, I'm done with this business. So God bless, and I appreciate your sentiment. Let's go to Ashley, then I'll come right over to Demian. Ashley, what's your thoughts? What's your sentiment on the conversation?
Good morning. Bear with me with my voice, please.
Oh, good.
Thanks. I just wanted to share last October, it was very gently brought to my attention that my pipeline was empty. And like Blessing said, you pull from somewhere, right? I've been through a lot in my life that I have overcome over and over and over again. And so when that was very gently brought to my attention, I laughed and I was like, oh, if I focused on that, I would never get anything done. I have to focus on my activities. What am I doing every single day? What steps can I take forward? And lo and behold, the next month, it was the best month I ever had. So you really I can't even give it an inch. I can't give it a centimeter in my mind. If something's not going the way I want it to go, it gets zero attention from me. I have to refocus. What am I doing? What actions am I taking? What can I do more effectively? And then put 110% into just that and not give it even a centimeter.
I love this, Ashley. And once again, back to my note, this is just a time that is teaching me a lesson that I need to start to change, find new skills, and a new approach. Really good stuff, Ashley. It's good to see you. And I'm glad that you're feeling a little bit better. Let's go to me and let's hear from you, big dog.
Good morning. Now I'm just reiterating what you guys have said, because I was sitting over here thinking, like, I've been three peaks and valleys in this business, and it takes a lot of self-talk to get yourself through that mentally. But the best thing that has worked for me is just re-engaging in the activities. You may not have anything in contract, but you're sure not going to get there by sitting around and moping and feeling a type of way about it. You got to get active. You got to work. And while I'm doing these activities, working towards something, I literally see my morale come up, and I find my confidence again. Like, when I came back to the team, I didn't have shit going. I didn't have any clients in the pipeline, nothing. But as soon as I got active in the spaces that I needed to be, once I started doing the activities that would lead to a contract, I started feeling myself again and knowing what my value was to this real estate space. And so you just got to get active, and it makes you feel better, and then it attracts what you're looking for. But again, if you just quit on yourself and stay in your feelings, nothing is likely to happen.
God, I love that, you guys. Are you allowing the hard times to become your self-fulfilling prophecy? right? And when Dean said that, I really just stopped and like, wow, like no matter what I've gone through in this business and in my life, that doesn't steal my confidence. It might hurt for a minute. And don't get me wrong, you guys, I've hurt many times in this business. But at the end of the day, I hold my head up high and I say, all right, it's time for me to work harder. It's time for me to step up. It's time for me to learn a new skill, read a new book, listen to a new podcast, go sit in an event, sit with my coach, whatever it is, so I can evaluate my skill set and take my shit to the next level. So really, really glad that we're having this conversation, you guys. I'm super, super stoked about this. I'm going to share a video with you guys in a moment before we end coaching. I want you to spend some time today. It's a 30-minute video and I want you to watch it. I had a coaching session last week with somebody and they're on the call. I don't need to say their name, but they're saying, like, how do I keep myself in the game? And like, how do I keep my mindset right? And, I want to grow and all these things. And it goes back to just looking at the things that you've been able to accomplish in your life and looking at the things that you've been able to grow, whether it was financially, academically, spiritually, whatever it was. And oftentimes, in order for us to move forward, we just have to look backwards. And for most of us, there's something that we have done. There's something that we have accomplished, that there was steps that we took in order to have that level of growth in our life. Well, if you were able to do it then you're able to do it now. That's your map. Everyone's map is a little bit different. So if you really look back at something like, wow, when I got my degree, right? When I had a mom, I didn't know what to do. I figured it out. And look at my kids, how they've grown and developed, right? Maybe it was taking on a new career, whatever it was. Oftentimes, all you have to do is look back. And when you look back and you start to name it and you start to break it down into phases, you'll have your own growth map. Right? You don't need me for your growth map. Each one of you has been through something in your life that has tested you and pushed you, that you grew through. And here you are today, a beautiful, shining person on this call. So I want you to realize that a lot of the times, those questions for growth and where do I go now and how am I going to get through this, they already exist. Why? Because you've already done it. You've already done it. And I know who you are. You know who I'm talking to. We've had this conversation last week, but I want to hit you with that, you guys. Last thing I want to share with you before we start wrapping our session and go full circle on this. I think I'm going to try to play this clip, and if it doesn't convey, then I'll just stop it. Hearing Dean's video this morning, it really, really sparked a fuse in me, and it really lit up my own soul. And no matter what we're doing in this game, we need to stop for a moment, and we need to really fall in love with our consumers. And what I mean by that is that you guys are my consumers. And when I think about everything that when I close my eyes, what I want from Keep It Moving and what I want from our environment is all that I want to see is your guys' growth. Your receipts show me that, wow, this has made an impact. And why? Because I love you guys that much to want to see you grow. As a coach, as a person that's in the human development space, I love you guys enough to push you, to hold you accountable, to see the very best, because you told me about your kids, about your mom, about your dad, about your auntie, about your uncle, about all these dreams and aspirations. And I love that, right? And so for me, I'm in a position as my consumers, you guys are my consumers. So I'm in love with you guys because I see so much hope and promise. And then when you guys say, Elias, I did it, I got it, I cannot tell you how much joy that brings me, because I love you guys. And I want you guys to think about this. I want you guys to fall in love with your consumers. And what I mean by that is if you truly, truly are in love with your consumers, right? They'll be weird. If you're truly, truly in love with your consumers, and if you want the very best, I know, blessing, if you want the very best for them, if you see this life and the quality of their life and stability and esteem for their kids and being able to grow up in an amazing household and being able to have options because they have equity and they have opportunities to leverage that. If you are truly in love with the process and in love with the consumers, then why would you allow yourself to not do the activity to get yourself in front of the people that you truly, truly love and want to serve? And correlate that to all of the marketing, all of the prospecting. Why do you do this? I'm knocking because I fucking love you and I know what this will do for your life. I'm making this video because I love you and I know how this can impact your life. I'm not doing it because I want a one-hit wonder. I don't want it because I just want a sale today. I do it because I truly, truly love you. And the worst thing that you could do for your business is not go out there to sell this. Not go out there and sell this. Because the moment that you stop selling, it means that I no longer care and love about them so much. I no longer care about that. It's about me. No, if you truly love the consumer and you want to see them win in life, then you have an opportunity and you have a right and a responsibility to broadcast that, to knock, to record, to call. Why? Because I'm in love with my consumers and all I want to do is help them. All I want to do is help them. So if you don't sell, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice. And hopefully that lands for everybody. Can I get an amen? Can I get something on the screen for if you guys connect with that message? All right, good, good. I'm going to go to something really quick, and I need 3 minutes of your time, and Dean will say it way better than I do. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. If you guys connect with this message, I'm going to play something for you. I need 3 minutes of your time, then we're going to do some quick takeaways from this, and then we're going to come full circle on the conversation. So 3 minutes of your time, be here, be in this moment. I'm going to share this with you guys, and we're going to go here. All right, so I'm going to play this for you guys, and hopefully the sound is up. All right, cool. Ashley, I'm looking right at you, so when I play it, just give me a thumbs up. You can hear the audio. 1, 2, 3. No audio? All right, hold on 1 second. Let me turn this up a little bit. There we go. Let me go back to 701. All right.
A great time.
Ashley. All right, cool. Let's go. I'm going to play this, you guys, and I want this to hit home.
To fall more in love with your client. You know, people always ask me, what's your secret to success? I watched you on the McConaughey thing. You had like 1 million people on live. How did you do that so confidently? Because I fall in love with my client first. If you're serving your mom, your cousin, your aunt, your children, you act different, don't you? You talk different. You care more. When you have clients and they feel that authentically, not just doing what it takes to get the sale, things change. It's how you get 1 million people. So I'm going to challenge you. Fall more in love with your client. Because once you fall more in love with your client, then you fall more in love with their results. Whatever the results are. Buying the house of their dream, buying a course, buying a coaching program. You fall in love with your client, you fall in love with their results. That means, therefore, especially if you're creating one, you must fall more in love with the product you're offering. That's just a fact. Now, if you're offering somebody else's product, it's different. But if you're creating the product, and the fact of the matter is you are the product. So before we get into a strategy, I want to give you an emotion. When I stand here, when I serve you guys today, I get to do this for a living. How freaking great is that? I get to share with you guys. Hopefully I spark something and it goes on and do something amazing for you. I get to do this every day. I truly, before I come on, I prepare, I think through it, and I go, man, I love entrepreneurs. I love people who are striving for more. I love people who gain self-education from people who are doing it. I love people who pay for coaching. I love people who buy courses. I love people who would be on a webinar like this. I love these people. It's freaking awesome. They're not sitting around freaking thinking about it. They're taking action. That's how I feel before I walk in here. You might think, you love me? Yes, because I love the energy you have to get after it. You're not just one of those people who talk about crap, for lack of a better word. You're actually doing it. So if I fall in love with you, I can come out here with an energy like this without notes and chat with you guys. And I say, well, if I love this group, then I need to give them some things that'll get them results. Man, I want to give you some of my best stuff. And you feel a different level, I hope, of my authenticity. I'm not trying. This is just where I'm at. So if you fall more in love with them, you fall more in love with the offer, then the final result comes. You ready for this? You should feel bad not selling them. If you love them and you love the outcome they're going to get, and you love the product, whether the product is a product or you, then you should feel like crap if you don't get a yes, because the only other thing that can happen if you don't get a yes is they go with someone else who doesn't care as much as you.
I'll stop there, and I want to get your guys' insight, and I want to get your guys' feedback. If you've spent any amount of time with me, you guys know that I care. You know that I care about you, this business, your growth, the process, human development. This is just this morning's notes, right? This is 2 pages of notes to prep and prepare for this call today, because I love the process. I love you guys as people, and I love your results. So I want to be a walking embodiment of what Dean just shared, and I want you guys to be a walking embodiment of that for your consumers. I want to hear some from you guys, a couple key takeaways. Anybody have any takeaways, any thoughts, anything that we have shared today? Let's go, Darnell.
I like that he explained that if you don't sell them, you should feel bad because they're just going to go on to somebody who doesn't care as much. And that was the emphasis. I feel like that's important because I was just having a conversation with another realtor the other day, and they mentioned how when somebody's not interested or isn't responding, but they gave them their information, they kind of just let them dwindle away. Like, they're not interested. I'm not going to waste my time on them. I'm going to focus on more ready and willing applicants. But I feel like continuing the communication as not just a follow-up or not just sending a property, but just seeing how they're doing or what's going on and what's the issue with the process. I feel like that's adding more value to you as an agent, and they're just going to see, oh, he actually cares or she actually cares, rather than, yeah, they were just trying to sell me. That's why I stopped responding. So I think it's a beautiful thing to just continue to add value as a person and not just as an agent or a realtor or a seller or anything like that. I thought that was great.
Man, Darnell, I love this because listen, when you are in love with the results of the consumer, that means that you're also in love with the process, right? So that means that the process, you put more love and care and energy into it. That means it's more personalized. But you're not going to allow someone to fall through the cracks and just send them an automation. No, it's like you're going to make sure you love the process because you are so in love with the results. Darnell, I appreciate it. Let's go Blessing and then Brandy, and then we'll close out with Erica.
You know, my sentiment was exactly that of Darnell's, because if you've been in this business for any amount of time, there's always that sleazy realtor, the one that doesn't really care. And there's sometimes there's things that we don't think about, and it goes directly back to my why. Had there been an agent to help my father through his investment strategy, we wouldn't have lost our house. And not speaking up is probably the thing that weighs the most on me in this business. So when he says fall in love with the results, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if yes, I want them to use me as the realtor, but if I give them everything, if I give them a foundation of truth and education that allows them to filter out the nonsense when they encounter someone who's just trying to get a check, then I did my job. So just remembering that there's so much negative, but the fact that like we lead with the positive, we are people-centric, honest-centric, and then authentic in who we are to attract our people, then we can feel good about showing up every single day.
Yes. Yes. Well said. Well said. Let's go Brandy. And then, like I said, we'll close out with Erica. Let's go Brandy.
That sentiment hit so strong for me, just being, my kids are my everything. And that's kind of how I've made it probably the last few years, and probably even years before that with other issues. But that's, for this business, it resonated the most because I bring my kids with me everywhere. Like my daughter comes to the previews open houses, and the kids go door knocking and stuff. And when I can flip the switch and watch them get so excited, like I brought my daughter, I did a tour with her to a new build, and watching her walk in and talk about it, I just went, oh my gosh, this is my future. This is my consumer. So I think like if we put that narrative in our head, and for those that don't have kids, if you just take the most thing or person that you love and flip it to being your consumer, it like I don't know. That just touched my heart right there and just told me everything I needed to know.
I love it. Yeah, because Dean said if you were sitting with your mom, with your aunt, with your uncle, with your brother, and you're helping them purchase a house, you would have a level of care that obviously would be different. Well, imagine if you just take that same mentality that, hey, I want to serve at this level. I want to treat you as if you were family. I'm in love with your results. So I'm very in love with the process as well. People will feel that. I promise you, they will feel that. You guys, listen, let's be real. If I wasn't passionate about this coaching game, I promise you guys, you're very aware human beings. You would feel it. You would feel it. If I wasn't passionate about what I do, each of you would feel it. And I'm sure you wouldn't come to these sessions. Let's go, Erica. You're going to close us out. And we didn't forget.
the grand finale. But that closing video was really nice because, you know, even just like what Darnell, Blessing, and even what Brandy was saying when she was like involving her kids, I love that because it kind of brings a different type of relationship to you and your client, to where you feel comfortable enough, you know, bringing your kid around your client, and it builds that trust. And I kind of put it in perspective of when I'm out shopping, for example, when I was shopping for a car, it's like there's tons of, you know, people that are trying to sell a car, but it's really the one that sticks out is the one that really cares about what you're looking for and what you want, instead of just like trying to get to the bag, you know? So I think building relationship and being genuine is very, very important. And, you know, it benefits you in the long run, because when you finally close that deal and you do that special key handoff to your client, it's like the best feeling in the world, seeing their smile and you smiling, because like, why wouldn't you be happy, you know? So it's really nice. And I did work on my elevator pitch.
Let's go. Let's hear it. Awesome. We're a little bit over time. Thank you guys. But let's hear it. Let's give her some positive energy. Let's go, Erica.
Hey, you look real good in that fresh, clean tee. I really like the simple look. You know, look, I just wanted to stop by and introduce myself. My name is Erica. I'm your local realtor, and I specialize in the East Bay. I'm trilingual, so keep that in mind, Mandarin and Cantonese. I work on a team with 200 and plus real estate agents. So if you're ever interested or find yourself interested in, you know, cities other than the East Bay, we got your back. And also, damn, I lost my train of thought. I get so nervous. But yeah, I specialize in the East Bay. I know the East Bay market like the back of my hand, but I can ensure you a smooth, exciting process if you're looking to sell, buy, or invest. And I can reassure you that with my 5-year-old assistant.
All right, good. Hey, listen, I think that there's some really, really good bones there. The fact that you have this energy, you have this tenacity, you're a fur mom, you're a human mom, and you're so excited about this market. You're backed by the #1 team in all of California. So if you need anything, I'm that person to help you and serve you. I just want to come by, introduce myself, and have an exchange of energy. Here's my card, here's my info, here's your QR code so you can get a home valuation. I'm looking forward to talking with you in the future. Your energy is your superpower. Your energy, Erica, is your superpower and will separate you amongst your competition. So you guys, thank you for your contributions today. Appreciate you being here. Do me a favor. If you took something from today's event, I want you guys to just shoot a quick little reel or a story. Just like, hey, here's one thing that we covered in coaching today that really resonated with me, and then tag me. I would love to see a bunch of your guys' takeaways today. So that's a challenge for you guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for your contributions at a very high level. I love you. I appreciate you. And as always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision. Peace.